This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
Back in the booth on Monday for the Lancer Locker. We spoke with a couple of coaches ahead of today's show, getting rolling for Mount Marty Athletics this week in Josh Teichroew and Dan Fitzsimmons. Coach Teichroew, we spoke with him a little earlier today. As we just heard from Josh there, they've played a couple of times already today in Norfolk versus Mayville State, which is definitely interesting, the scheduling that was going there. Those were supposed to be Friday, Saturday games this weekend, but obviously due to the snow we got, that didn't end up happening. They're playing, instead of a 4-game series, just 2 today. But either way, it's good to get them in. Non-conference baseball now in the books, and the Lancers are starting conference play this upcoming Friday. We will be there for the home games on Friday versus Northwestern, starting at 2 o'clock on Friday. I've got the call of the action myself. Let's go to our week in review for Lancer Athletics, as well as talk about track and field, because we also spoke with the head coach of the track and field program in Dan Fitzsimmons. We spoke a little bit about nationals that just happened for indoor track and field this last weekend. Not this weekend, it is in yesterday. 2 weekends ago is when nationals happened, and we'll talk about some of those performances that they ended up having there. Alongside that, we're also going to go ahead and take some time and speak about upcoming, that is, outdoor season for the Lancer track and field programs. With that, our week in review here of some of the things that have happened over the last couple days for Lancer Athletics. First of all, right now happening in Vegas is the Vegas shoot for the Lancer archery program. They're out there in Vegas right now. We're going to have results of that throughout the week here on KYNT. And then they get a little bit of time off. Their next meet is Nationals in May. So they've got a little bit of time until that. But once again, the Vegas shoot happening right now. We'll have updates throughout the week on that Vegas shoot. Let's go to softball and baseball now. The softball team for Mount Marty on the season, 8-9 overall, getting ready to start conference play here soon as well. They will start on Friday versus Dakota Wesleyan. They have one more game in the non-conference schedule. That'll be versus Dakota State University tomorrow in Yankton at the Northeast Sertoma Field at Sertoma Park in Yankton. Over the last couple of days, they did get a win and a couple of losses in there. They beat Culver Stockton College out of Missouri 17-4. They did also fall to Kansas Wesleyan 4-0 and Evangel University 8-0. They're looking to bounce back against Dakota State now tomorrow, starting conference play against Dakota Wesleyan on Friday. For the baseball team, once again, they just finished up their non-conference schedule. They start conference play on Friday in the GPAC versus Northwestern. That's your week in review of Lancer Athletics. Some of the things upcoming are going on now. With that, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and speak with a couple of coaches today. First up is Josh Teichroew. Recorded that before his games with Mayville State earlier today about what he wanted to see from his team in this going into conference play this Friday. Then we'll take a break. We'll come back and speak with the head coach of the Mount Marty Track and Field program in Coach Dan Fitzsimmons. Those coming up on the Lancer Locker. You're listening to 102.1 FM, AM 1450. It's KYNT.
Buying a home in this market can be frustrating. Having an experienced real estate agent is more important than ever. This is Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I've been helping first-time home buyers, those needing a little more space, folks wanting to downsize, and investors for almost 20 years. For personalized service you can trust, call 605-664-5555 and we'll find your next home.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
This is Jenny from Slumberland Furniture in Yankton. Looking for a refresh in your home? Want to change up your space? Take advantage of our free interior design service. We can help reimagine your room using new pieces that will work with what you currently have. At Slumberland, you'll find the best brand name furniture, and quality mattresses with the best customer service possible. See us at 2401 Broadway in Yankton.
Sherco's electric accessories, more than just convenience, they're safety. Step back away from the moving parts and out of the dust. Operate your electric accessories with the push of a button. Everything from our 4500 series HD tarp to our ProTrap and AutoTrap hopper door openers to the DriveMax auger mover provide a safer working environment when teamed with the SureLink wireless system. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Looking for a job you can crush it at? Aztec is hiring. They're seeking a variety of positions, including engineers for manufacturing, electrical software and controls and design, plus electrical technician and maintenance tech. Aztec offers competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, incredible 401k, paid parental leave, safety incentives, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for production workers. To apply for these jobs or see what other opportunities are available, go to aztecjobs.com.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker on this Monday evening now with the head coach of Mount Marty Lancer Baseball, recording this obviously well ahead of time because you're going to be playing at the time this goes out, just wrapping up a doubleheader down in Norfolk. You've had an interesting couple of days. Obviously, it's March baseball, man. Things get postponed and moved all the time, but it sounds like you're getting these games in versus Mayville State. So first things first, this is your last non-conference games. You're starting conference play this upcoming Friday versus Northwestern. What do you want to get worked out? What do you want to focus on in these non-conference games today?
Yeah, well, I think a big thing has been, our depth has been such a strong piece for us, and, we want to make sure that, as we wrap up our non-conference season, that, we continue to get in solid repetition just amongst, a lot of guys who've been producing for us, so then we can, continue to use our depth as a strength as we get into GPAC play here on Friday and Sunday.
So when you get into GPAC play, you kind of got to set your regular lineup that's going to be starting the majority of your games. So you're going to have to kind of figure out who your guys are. Who are some guys you really want to see play well today getting ready for conference play?
Oh, goodness. If you were to look at a lot of our box scores, throughout the first, several non-conference games that we've had, you would see that like in a doubleheader set, there's oftentimes we might be starting anywhere between 14 to 17 different guys. And I think, that may not happen necessarily as we do get into this GPAC play, but at the same time, we do have some guys who are playing very well, especially when you look at like the offensive end. Our team batting average is high right now, and that's I think just a good combination of several players who are producing. So, it is going to be interesting. I haven't really, necessarily X'd anyone out. We are going to still use a lot of that depth, I think, just to keep us going. It is early in the year, too, with it only being, early March. I think that also it does a lot for protecting their bodies and just, going through the longevity of the season. So, a lot of guys, I'm just excited to see, how our offense continues to battle and compete as a team, and then same thing defensively, and then getting to the mound. You need pitching to win, and to win deep into the season and deep into the postseason. So we want to continue to feed those depth pieces and see what we can do. So really just, as we wrap up our non-conference play, I would love to just make it seem like, hey, he's just another option for us. This guy's another option for us rather than, maybe he's not ready. So that's what I'm excited about, just as we wrap up our non-conference play. Just hopefully guys continue to take advantage of their opportunities.
Hey, depth is a really good problem to have, Coach. That is a good thing. As you talk about going into conference play now, starting this Friday, what are some of the goals for this team? What are the expectations for this team starting GPAC play on Friday?
Yeah, our big thing is, we just want to take care of our business every day and take it one day at a time, one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and just be in the moment of that. And, whatever happens at the end of the day, it's going to typically stem back to how we handled ourselves, and how our process was. So that's what we're focused on, is just, taking it one game at a time. And I feel like if we do that, we're going to be right at the top. And that's what we want to do. Of course, we want to win a GPAC championship. There's no doubt about that. Our guys, they have their eyes on that. But we also know the importance of just being here, and winning today. And if we do that day after day, I think we'll like where we're at the end.
Coach, we're obviously going to talk a little later in this week as well, starting things off for Northwestern in conference play, but good luck today against Mayville State. We'll make sure to have results here on the Lancer Locker and everything up as well. Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Once again, that interview from a little earlier today, obviously their doubleheader started at noon versus Mayville State. It's in the books now. We just went over the results of that a couple of minutes ago with our own Josh Bolter here on KYNT. We'll talk about it a little more tomorrow morning as well with Jeff Erickson, and obviously we're going to talk about it later this week when we get ready for conference play. We will be covering those Friday games versus Northwestern right here on KYNT. I've got the call of the action myself. All right, let's go ahead and take a break here on the Lancer Locker, and when we come back, we'll speak with the head coach of Mount Marty Track and Field and head coach Dan Fitzsimmons. The indoor nationals were just wrapped up a couple weeks ago. They start outdoor play here in just a little bit. We're going to go straight to that interview in a couple of minutes now. Dan Fitzsimmons on the Lancer Locker. Up next, you're listening to KYNT.
James and I are having a beef
about which Runza burger is best.
It's the savory Swiss mushroom, hands down.
No, it's the double cheeseburger. 2 burgers better than 1, 'cause math.
The spicy Jack burger is also good.
True. Wait, why are we fighting?
I forget. Come get your favorite Runza burger today, because Runza makes it all better.
Want the best fast food burger around? Try Runza on Broadway by Bernard's in Yankton.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan. Your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at Parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
The Dakota Theater in Yankton is always in need of volunteers. There's something for everyone, such as being involved with shows on or off stage, selling concessions, greeting, ushering, cleaning before and after, cleaning the bathrooms, organizing, helping with the lights, the sound, the costumes, decorating, and more. The Dakota Theater in Yankton is so grateful for every volunteer. Theaters for everyone. For more information, go to dakotatheater.org or call 665-4711.
You buy, you shoot, and you score. This is Brandon Teichroew from Lewis & Clark Ford. It's back. March Motor Madness. During March, make a sweet deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle from Lewis & Clark Ford, and we'll take you to the free throw line for 3 shots at our showroom hoop for a chance to make your deal even sweeter. Every shot made is an additional $100 off the deal. March Motor Madness going on now at Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol in Yankton.
High school sports fans, take your game to the next level with Sparkling Ice Starburst, your new favorite game day boost. Bursting with bold flavors like strawberry, cherry, orange, and lemon, it's the perfect refreshment to keep you energized. Packed with sparkling fun and zero sugar, Sparkling Ice Starburst is the ultimate drink to fuel your spirit. Whether you're hitting the court or cheering from the stands, Sparkling Ice Starburst has your back. Grab some today and make every play a star performance. Sparkling Ice Starburst, where flavor meets performance.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker now with the head coach of Mount Marty University Track and Field and head coach Dan Fitzsimmons. Just wrapped up indoor, starting outdoor here in a couple of weeks. Coach Fitzsimmons, first up, congratulations on your performances at indoor championships for both the men's and women's side of indoor track and field. Can you give me some of your thoughts on the indoor season from this year and how things kind of went for you?
Well, overall, I really liked our development. Our coaching staff and our athletes really came together as a group. And I'm not going to say we exceeded expectation necessarily, but we saw a lot of progress and saw a bright future ahead for us. Our women's team had an outstanding conference meet. I believe we came in seeded 6th, and then we finished 4th. They were competitive throughout, and we even had some performances that not only exceeded expectation but improved upon what they were ranked coming into the conference meet.
When it comes to the nationals, then after that, you were able to take a lot of people to nationals, which is always a good thing. You came away with multiple school records and a finalist in there as well. Logan Ferrari breaking his own school record again in the prelims. Can you tell me about him and what his career at Mount Marty was kind of like in the indoor season? He's a senior and he's going to graduate here soon in the outdoor year.
Well, he actually will have another year of eligibility left, so
that's nice. That's really nice for Lancer fans.
Yes, it is. So we're probably going to redshirt him outdoor season here, and that'll give him an indoor and an outdoor next year. He is done with his cross-country eligibility, but he had an outstanding prelim. Going into the national meet, I think he was ranked 18th or 19th, and then by the time scratches were made, he had moved up to 13th, but still had to improve upon his best time ever if he wanted to make the final. In the prelim, he ran 14:42, which was 8 seconds faster than his school record. Then he had also qualified in the 3K. We had kind of put him in there just in case something happened in the 5K, because I know he wasn't feeling well going into the week. And so we just kind of ran the 3K kind of almost as a workout because we felt his chances were best in the 5K. And then in the 5K, he finished 11th. Didn't quite run as fast as he did in the prelim, but still made the final, finished 11th in the nation, and had an outstanding indoor season.
Let's talk about a couple other athletes that had great performances, like Maya Zoner, who equaled the school record in the pole vault again, and she finished 13th at nationals. That was pretty impressive, jumping 11.975.
Yeah, and we talked about it. Maya had an outstanding indoor season. I believe she maybe tied that record at 3 times. Pole vault's interesting. We always talk about the high jump and pole vault being 2 of the tougher events to deal with at the end of competition because you tend to end on a failure. No other event do you end on a failure. They go and go and go until they can't go anymore. Unfortunately, when you get in that kind of competition, you don't get to decide what the next bar height is, and they were moving up 6 inches at a time. But she had some really good shots at a new school record and an all-time PR, being over 12 feet. Had it been a different meet where she was in the lead and could determine the bar, I'm pretty sure she would have cleared 12 feet pretty comfortably. So she's made a lot of progress, and the experience she got from this meet hopefully will catapult her into next year and into the outdoor season for hopefully when she goes back to nationals again.
And only a sophomore, so hopefully she'll break that record here in the upcoming months or years.
Yeah,
and
we hope so.
Let's talk about another sophomore who's doing good things. Xavier Prado competed in the 400. 18th was the final time there. 51.27 in the 400. 51 seconds in the 400. That is impressive. That man's fast.
Well, he's run 49, and that was what got him qualified. Unfortunately, he had strained his hamstring about a month earlier. We weren't able to really run him real hard at the conference meet, and he was getting better with each day, but he had a great 300 meters in that event, but he was on pace to probably run 48-something, but that hamstring's still a little tender, and he backed off, and he finished in 51, putting the brakes on, which is even more impressive.
Let's talk about a senior now in Luke Redidal. I know he didn't register a legal throw in the shot put, but this guy has had an incredible career as a senior.
He has. Indoor was kind of a roller coaster for him. Early on, before Christmas, he took a light injury, so we held him out of competitions then. Then he came back and he set the school record and had the number 3 throw in the nation. Unfortunately, then he strained his oblique, and he hasn't been quite the same. I mean, it's kind of hard to hold yourself in the ring when you're going full speed and you're still dealing with possibly an oblique strain. It just kind of takes your rhythm out of you. And conference and nationals, he had good throws. He just couldn't hold his balance and stay in the ring.
So for outdoor season, what are you hoping to correct there?
Well, it's not a matter of correcting anything. It's just a matter of making sure he's totally healthy, getting some workouts in, getting some practice in, getting back into his routine. When he's healthy and he can throw with the best of them. So it's not anything that he did wrong. It's just a matter of it's kind of hard to, be kind of like a sprinter trying to go sprint when they haven't sprinted for a month. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I'm hopefully looking forward to him doing some good things in the outdoor season then. Let's keep rolling with some of these other big performances at Nationals. I know your women's 4x400 had a really good performance there. They run 3:56.05, and they finished there 15th in the top 15 at Nationals. Alexis Even, who was on that team, finished 16th in the 200 as well. You got some really good runners on the women's side.
Yeah, the women's team, I mean, we were running out of time getting qualified, and we had sent them over to Wayne State when they opened up their new track. And then they kind of solo effort a qualifying time to get into the national meet. And then at the national meet, they ran their best time of the season. They also ran the second fastest time in school history. And Lexi even split a 57 on that 4x400 relay. And then she came back in the 200 and just narrowly missed her school record in the 200. So, that quartet and Lexi, they had an outstanding indoor season.
That's really nice that they get their fastest time of the year at Nationals. That's the exact time you want to see them get rolling there. That's really cool.
Well, and that was kind of the way our meet started. Maya tied her career best. Logan had his career best. The 4x4 had their seasonal best. That's what you want to have happen. You want in the biggest moments, you want to have your best performances. Now we just got to get a few more people there and have a few more of those performances.
Now, track and field, obviously, kind of an individual sport, but it is a team sport as well, especially with these relays. Do you think that plays a factor in some of these teammates seeing a guy like Logan Ferrari go out and break his own school record, Maya Zoner go out and equal the school record, and they go, man, we're having a good meet. I'm going to go run well as well.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, you certainly saw that in the team competition, both at conference and at nationals. There is strength in numbers, and then when you see people on your team doing things that are exceptional and you train with them daily, you kind of expect that of yourself as well. Of course, conversely, that could also be a detriment because it also puts a little bit more pressure on you because if everybody else is rolling, then it begs the question, why aren't you rolling too? So it's a double-edged sword, but overall, you'd certainly love to have someone spark the team, get things rolling for you, and keep it going throughout the meet.
Coach Fitzsimmons, let's turn now to the outdoor season. You've got a little bit of time off before that first outdoor meet. It's going to be at Wayne State once again, the Wayne State College Wildcat Classic, this upcoming Friday, Saturday of March 28th and 29th. So it's a little ways away. What is going to be the plan of resting and recuperating before the outdoor season? Because it's back-to-back.
Well, we're first coming up, off of spring break, and we had kind of given the kids that were done with conference a little break after conference, so they rested while we were at nationals. Naturally, the national kids rested a little bit over spring break. So when we start practice today, when you say we have a little rest, our track and field athletes go year-round. We started September 1st, and outside of having holiday breaks and school breaks, we're practicing and competing. And the cross-country kids have actually been going since August with a cross-country season and indoor season and now rolling into outdoor season. So I guess break is a relative term. But anyway, we'll keep training here. We do host 2 high school meets on that Thursday and Friday. for our program's sake, that's kind of the big emphasis right now, is to host quality meets at those two high school events. And then depending on the weather, because the Wayne State meet has traditionally had bad weather every other year, then we'll kind of, as the meet gets a little closer, we'll kind of take a closer look at what we want to accomplish at that meet. For the most part, it's usually a glorified workout. Since we're hosting the meet on Friday, they'll have some events on Friday, not many. Usually they'll have a throw or two, but most of the track events will be on Saturday. And weather permitting, hopefully we'll have a nice day and get some outdoor performances in.
Something to keep an eye on for Lancer fans is also the Mount Marty Twilight, April 23rd here in Yankton. You want to see these athletes, come on out. Williams Field in Yankton, April 23rd for the Mount Marty Twilight. Coach, that's about going to wrap things up for us today. Do you have any final message of goals for this team for this outdoor season?
Track and field's unique compared to other sports because, like you said earlier, it's a group of individuals that come together as a team. And, hopefully with the national meet experience, some of our athletes realize, there's a little more you can give, a little more you can train, and hopefully that translates to getting better every day, every week, every month. And, we'll get some good weather and our athletes will have their best performances come late April and early May.
Coach Fitzsimmons, thank you very much for your time. Good luck in the upcoming outdoor season and congrats on the success at Nationals.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Go Lancers.
When you need a break, Pizza Ranch is ready. Rough day or good day, sometimes you just need a buffet. And we've got all your favorites always ready to serve. Come to the place that puts a smile on your face. This is Mike at Yankton Pizza Ranch. If you need pizza, desserts, or the country's best chicken, our buffet is ready for you every day from 11 to 8. So make today a buffet day at Yankton Pizza Ranch.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip? As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
We all get a case of the Mondays sometimes, so to chill out everyone's case of the Mondays, Coors Light is giving America a case of the Mondays for the worst Monday of the year, the Monday after the big game. The case of the Mondays has never sounded so chill. Want to learn more? Visit CoorsLightMondays.com. Must be 21 to take part. Pick up the limited time Mondays Coors Light packaging at a local retailer near you.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Hey, that'll do it for the Lancer Locker here on KYNT. My name is Tal Tanner. This is Sock Country 93.1. Finishing things up on this Monday. Thank you to Coach Teichroew and Coach Fitzsimmons for both coming in and talking with us today. I enjoy every time I get to speak with the two of them. Baseball and track and field in the books for today. That'll do it for us. Once again, upcoming schedule here on KYNT. Tomorrow, the softball team is going to be taking on Dakota State University on Tuesday for their final non-conference game. Then they'll play Dakota Wesleyan on Friday to start off GPAC play. For the baseball team, we will have coverage of their next game. It is this Friday afternoon, versus Northwestern College at Bob Tarashinsky Stadium at Riverside Field. That is going to be a good one. Northwestern College versus Mount Marty University, baseball to start off conference play. That's going to do it for the Lancer Locker today. I'm cutting a little short as I'm a little under the weather here. That's going to do it for us. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I hope y'all tune in next week. We're going to have more players and coaches in the booth in the upcoming weeks to talk Mount Marty athletics. That'll do it for the show today.